a place of danger, such as Afghanistan, the vast majority of those people coming across on small boats are coming from France.
Yeah.
And they're choosing to come to the UK for whatever reason.
As is
they're
their
essentially asylum shoppers
No,
or economic
it is their
migrants.
right under the Refugee Convention
absolutely
to apply for asylum anywhere.
Well, the
They're not
Refugee
asylum
Convention,
shoppers, they're asylum seekers.
Convention also says that people should seek sanctuary,
No,
should seek asylum in the first safe country. And that's a really core principle that we as a government believe very strongly. We should be prioritising people who are in a place of danger
confusing with the Dublin
rather
Convention.
than people who are in a place of
Dublin
safety,
Protocol.
like France.
That's not
That is a
true.
bad use of our national resources.
That is not true. The Refugee Convention does not say you must seek sanctuary in the first safe country.
The Refugee Convention does encourage people to do that.
No, it does
not say you must seek sanctuary
That's a key
in the first
principle.
safe country, which you just said. That's not true.
That's a key principle that we support as a government.
All right. Well, it's not
because
the
we don't
Refugee
think
Convention.
it's right. We don't think it's right that if you're in a safe country like France, that you should be coming to the UK.
Yeah.
That's creating a
That's
fundamental
the government's
unfairness.
Position. It's not the Refugee Convention.
I find it astonishing that ministers of the Crown, like Jenrick, can be so ignorant, number one, and so rude. So when a perfectly respectable journalist like Krishan Gurumurthy questions them or points out that something is wrong, instead of pausing and dealing with that, he just goes on in his batter ram approach of running from his own script. His script is wrong. And refugees, migrants, are not obliged to claim refuge in the first country or to seek asylum in the first country that they come to. That is a reference to the Dublin Protocol. They should seek sanctuary as soon as they are able to, but that may well involve language, it may well involve families and friends that they have in a particular country. They're perfectly entitled under the 1951 Refugee Convention to claim asylum in the UK, France, Germany, Spain, wherever. We're no longer part of the Dublin Convention, so we're not bound by that convention, which says that people entering Europe should claim asylum in the first safe country that they enter, in the first country, in the port of entry. Now, a landmark case, R versus Uxbridge Magistrates Court, in 1999, Lord Justice Simon Brown held that refugees did not have to claim asylum in countries through which they passed to reach safety in order to be protected by Article 31. So it's not just the vagaries of the Refugee Convention. It's not just the vagaries of Europe or some sort of foreign dictate. It's our own courts which made it clear that refugees had a period of time in which they could pass through other safe countries before claiming asylum in whichever country they chose to claim asylum. It's perfectly legitimate for them to claim asylum. There is no such thing as an illegal migrant. This is a fantasy put forward by Suella Braverman and Priti Patel. It is fake. It's a fake law. And yes, under British law, there may be a concept of an illegal migrant crossing the channel. If somebody crosses the channel without permission, then they are an illegal migrant according to British law. But they are not an illegal asylum seeker. There is a difference. If somebody claims asylum in the UK, they are not illegally doing so. They may be rejected because they have used an illegal route because there are no legitimate routes. But that is a problem for the British law. I think it's deeply wrong. I actually think it's not only illegal, I think it's immoral. And I think it will be challenged in the courts. I think it will be challenged and challenged and challenged. And I don't think there's enough time left in this particular government for them to see the result in their favour. I think, given the Illegal Migration Act, which is going through at the moment, we will see deportations to Rwanda, and I think we will come to pay the price. I think we will be fined heavily by international courts, and I think we will be made to look very foolish indeed because we are spurning international law.